And your source for esports racing is live. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the Talladega Super Speedway. A fantastic Wednesday night matinee here for the Bomb Squad Racing League. The Hangover, or we're already hungover, 200 here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Coming to you via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Happy 2020, everybody. Phil Lacasse here. Todd Stanton's alongside. Jack George on the controls. I mean, we got three of us in the same place. January 1st, we're already doing this in a big way. Todd, I can almost get used to this three-man team. Wink, wink to anybody out there watching that looks at our schedule and wants us. We get together, we all have more fun. What's going on, man? I'm ready to rock and roll for another party at Talladega Super Speedway NR 2003. I think we've done this a time or 200 before. I mean, we've caused chaos here forever in a day. Let's rip one up one more time.
Yeah, somebody ravaged out of the junkyard one of our old vans down there, Phil. I seen it tore apart. There's no logos on it, but I know our old van with a shag carpet in the back. Definitely out there here. It's down in the infield.
We still have it.
It's a relic. Oh yeah, man, it is a relic. But it's definitely good to see that van back around here, especially at Talladega. So many good times.
You ain't kidding. So many great times indeed. Going to have an awesome night of racing. So 76 laps around. I believe 24, 25 trucks in the field here. Bomb Squad Racing League on a Wednesday night. You know it's great to come back out into NR 2003. So if you're all watching us here via Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV, well, do us a favor. Like the link out there. Share the link out there. Let everybody know we are on live. We're about to go racing. But before we do, one more item of business to do. Let's take this thing and show it trackside. Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America, with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
About that for national anthem. The gang at 30 Grass Soul with the playing of our national anthem, getting us started here live tonight at the Full Velocity Racing Network through Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. Great to see a lot of our good buddies out there. I see Robbie Buckner out there watching, bud. Thanks for tuning in. Who is he going to root for? Well, you got a group of 25 to choose from. We're about to get at this thing for 76 laps around. Todd, let's go old school style. Full Velocity starting lineup presented by Voiles Trucking.
And now your Voiles Trucking starting lineup here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Starting on the pole, driving the number 91, that's BSR DJ Champ. And his dance partner outside, driving the number 68, that's Brian Voiles.
Row number 2, we welcome back the driver of car number 95 from Rolling Grill Barbecue. That is our buddy John Forgione. And alongside what the 193, Ricky Johnson starting P4.
Rolling off in position number 5, driving the number 1, that'll be Pete Sandone. And outside of him, driving the 144, that's BSR Magoo.
BSR Chevy Chase will roll off 7th. He's in the 096 with BSR Stephen Brandstetter alongside of the number 510.
Rolling off in the 9th starting spot, that's a 039 in Pantelica, and then B. Elsner in the number 87 machine there. I'm going to slaughter some of these guys' names here to start.
Drivers, start your engines.
You got the command of fire engines after Billy Ellisor starting 11th tonight aboard truck number 12. That is Andrew Lemke. And alongside the number 103, BSR Nelly rolls off 12th.
Rolling off in position number 13, driving the number 4 machine. That'll be the Silver Bullet. And outside him will be the number 37 of Denny Daniels.
101 rolls off 15th this evening. That is Jeff Habick. And alongside in the number 59, great to see our buddy RJ Ryan Johnson rolling off in position number 16.
17 starting position sees the 710 of Manny Diaz. And then outside of him, the 033 of Jeffrey Goodpaster.
Bossy Bill rolls off next aboard the number 021 with Lee Dog Lee Helmer rolling off 20th tonight aboard the 011.
Rolling out 21st, we'll see BSR Brain Fade in the number 49 and the number 29, the Fluid Sim Racing Films. That's Brian Wolf.
Monte Keller rolls off with the 028. He'll start 23rd. BSR Jimmy Dale going to roll off 24th and scheduled to go 25th. I'm not sure if he was going to come back and join us there. Our old friend Stanley. Oh, looks like Stanley going to stay on the sideline. So 24 trucks, 76 laps around, and it is really great to come out here and begin 2020. We just did it out there with the Hard Motorsports Clan in Duro. If you guys did not catch that one, you got to go back to the archives later. But settle in because 76 laps around. Let's go old school NR 2003 restrictor plate racing, or maybe not restrictor plates. We are in the trucks. Hello to David Calhoun. It's been such a while. We've seen that name out there in the chat. Happy New Year, buddy. Hey to Katie as well out there already with another 200 stars. So we'll talk about stars all night long, but let's get ready to go racing.
I definitely want to get ready to go racing here with Talladega Super Speedway. 25 trucks, I think we said there, Phil. Going to take the green flag here, and it's going to be a rather interesting race. Again, something can happen to you in a blink of an eye here, and your night will be ended here, especially NASCAR 2003 laying the left pace car, making that hard left down to pit road here. Just getting used to the asphalt side of things again, Phil, because so many weeks on the dirt side of things for me, and trying to get back into the asphalt flow of things.
Gotta settle in.
Yeah, I got to settle in, strap my seatbelt tight as we get ready to go racing here down through the tribal, waiting to send these guys on their way. iRacing, I-Flag, green flag's out, and they're racing down the front straightaway. No build-up for me here tonight because I'm stumbling and bumbling, just like sometimes the good old football.
Hey, you know what, Mr. Voiles, and he said, come on over here New Year's Day. We all knew we were all going to be feeling a little bit mighty low, or some of us still be feeling kind of high, or whatever it may be. But hey, the Hangover 200 is under the green flag, and just like the old TR version always known, look at them all going. Open setups here, so don't forget that. They all go to the top lane of the racetrack. DJ Champ leads this train of 24 over in turn 3.
And DJ Champ definitely leading the train here. And here comes, it looks like Pete Sandone here, right behind the number 95 now. 95 of Diesel right now, your race leader. I know, man, I got to remember these guys' names.
Forgione.
John Forgione. Okay, John Forgione there is in the number 95, the one of Pete Sandone. They're running in that second spot. Then you've got Brian Voiles in that number 68 running in third. He's got help, it looks like, from the number 93 machine. That is Ricky Johnson there, the 193 right there running on the bottom as he gets a tad bit loose over there down the back straightaway.
Sure did. Brian Voiles down to the inside. He'll make a beeline to the low side of Pete Sandone as we head toward turn number 3. Now looks like Brian going to run out of mustard down there, the 68. He'll fall back in line, so he'll run third. And it's been so long, Todd. We see the names, the tags that go along with our scoring. Remember back in the day when in our 2003, when the team tags were a big-time relevant thing. BSRs, we still flying them proudly. And how about seeing the likes of ECT, East Coast Thunder, a group we go back many years with. They have recently come back to life doing some active racing. So Pete and John, all the gang at ECT, We're out here represented tonight. Awesome to see those guys back going again.
It's definitely good to see ECT back going. East Coast Thunder, like you said, John Forgione, and then number 95 right now leading the pack there with Pete Santone, his teammate, I should say, from ECT, running down the back straight. Those guys have been done very well together here over the past at Talladega or any of these restrictor plate style tracks. So look for those guys to stay with one another. You would want to split those guys up as we have another star donation here. Out there, I heard the stars going live. Looks
Katie.
like Adam, lady. You said right, lady.
It's lady.
Lady.
I believe it's lady.
Thank you, Adam. We're gonna slosh your name tonight because definitely under the influence
Half
here.
sloshed, anyways. But that, I guess, that's what I said. I apologize to Brian and Kathy Boyles. I hope they didn't expect us to come out in the best way tonight. We're definitely feeling low, but we are trying to do it in a big way. But I'm out here looking at the chat, Todd. Titty donated stars. I think she wants them back. You said you just completely ruined her night with no build-up to that green flag. She's a tad bit heartbroken.
Well, yeah, I can do it at any given time.
It's our buddy
it
Pitpass.
doesn't actually have to be done at the start of the race. It can be done at 10 to go. You never know when that may come out.
It's true. We had a long way to get there. So yeah, save that one. We'll maybe, Katie, you'll have to stay out there and wait. You know.
I know last night was a little bad. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll leave, but yeah, Mr. Calhoun out there. Yeah, if you know Katie at all, she's a fan of the guy with the catchphrase, and we don't usually. It's a very prevalent thing we do night after night, but Todd will save one up here. So, Katie, you're just going to have to be patient and wait for that to come out there. But, Todd, we got a good race down the back stretch into turn number 3. Top 3 are broken away. Got John Forgione, Pete Sandone, Brian Voiles. Good little race back here for 4th where we find the train. The 91 of DJ Champ to the low side. Now, think back, DJ Champ here just a couple of weeks ago picked up the winner, the purse here for that $100 for $50 payday and a plaque for winning the Christmas series. They're also giving away $50 tonight to the race winner, a plaque commemorating tonight's win. So that's a really cool deal. And also on lap number 50, our buddy John Forgione, courtesy of the Rolling Grill Barbecue, $50 Amazon gift card to whoever the race leader is at lap number 50. So a couple of cool awards. These guys at Bomb Squad Racing League, they do an awesome job. There's always cool giveaways and a really cool vibe. It's why this incarnation of BSR is going to live on for a long time. They do a lot of great things. They take care of people.
Yeah, fantastic group of people, and it's good to see this game going live here and well. I should say, living and well here. This game definitely has been around for a very long time, and you can see, like we seen last night, Phil. We were talking about iRacing, and yes, we broadcast a lot of iRacing games and simulations. Excuse me. Don't let me call it games, simulations, because this is still a simulation too. So you can see where iRacing was built off the model of NASCAR 2003 with some of the weird things we were seeing last night.
It's true. You think back the last couple of nights, we saw cars stuck in the fence. We saw them impaling the wall. They were levitating off the ground. That's kind of the little bugs we found back in this game. Oh, what are we now? Going on almost 17 years old of this game and still alive and well. Many a great leagues out there running it. And I would say a pretty good, healthy about, I call it, say, maybe 1,000 really active members of the community that go all over the place. So this thing still breathes. There's still a lot of life left in it, and we do it here in a big way on Full Velocity. As long as they'll let us keep doing it, we'll keep coming back here to call it, and we're calling a good one here. A little train. There's only so many ways we can call this side-by-side drafting type of racing. The pictures kind of tell the story for itself, but John Forgione's number 95, that white truck, well, old Diesel is rolling tonight. He leads the field off of 2.
Here comes Brian Voiles down to the inside there in the number 68 machine, trying to pull up alongside John Forgione in that number 95 machine. Then you got Pete Santone still running, pushing there. So we got two different groups. Oh, there goes John Forgione, hard into the outside wall.
Hard into the wall from the race lead, now junked. That sucks for Mr. Forgione right there. Car or truck or whatever it is.
Smoke.
It looks like it's been cooking at the Rolling Grill Barbecue now. 95 John Forgione is...
We're smoking.
Tore up. Yeah, are we picking a Pope?
Oh, it got Pete Sendone too. Oh.
Two of the ECT finest right there. Tore up in that one. That's going to put Jack to work tonight with our first Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay presented by J Max Journeys. You want to check out the story at J Max Jonathan. Really, really cool and inspirational tale. Check them out today. jmaxstrong.com is where you find them. And this replay, Todd, is going to tell the story of John Forgione. Just looks like a little bit of a bump draft that may have gone just dead wrong. I think I lost my partner. He's trying to go back and figure out how to look at things.
I thought Jack was actually going to do it. I was trying to wait for Jack to actually explain this wreck. I was trying to goat him into it, okay?
Nah, Jack, don't.
He talked on my last broadcast. Must be you're not special though.
Talks every now and again, but we have to get him like a wizard hat. Like that guy that used to do this stuff with us back in the day. DRTV days. We're gonna go back to it. So we're gonna get Jack a hat. So make him feel like he's the guy who knows all. We make it rock, but Jack makes it roll.
Don't forget it.
That's right. That is exactly right. So we're under the yellow flag. John Forgione's truck is all tore up. Looks like he may be done for the night. So that stinks. Was leading the race and now he's going to find himself on the rollback. And I think he's going to join. I think the aliens may have taken Brian Wolf here a little bit ago as well. Hopefully the 29 will get back rolling. But already two trucks early on. One completely destroyed, one off the pace there, losing connection with the race server. So tough break. John's tore up. I think it did get Pete Sendone, got a couple other guys a little bit dinged up, but these trucks are tough. The old PWF, the original trucks, Todd, they're built like a tank.
And you say PWF and everybody's like, huh?
Yeah,
what's
right,
PWF?
exactly.
Project Wildfire for everybody that don't know what PWF stands for. Man, they put out a lot of great things over the years, and man, the trucks, especially the trucks, I enjoy, Phil. I enjoy coming back to this because it's like a walk down memory lane. I've got many wins in the CTS, these old PWF trucks, and definitely fun. And I remember running tags. Nobody knew my name. They just knew me by Sidewinder, or X-Low Sidewinder, or whatever tag I ran at that given point. I was a team jumper sometimes.
I know broadcasters would jump teams.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, we won't mention no names, but we'll leave that for another day, another song. But just responding out here to the Facebook Live chat, where a couple of our buddies, Corey, Corey's out there talking with Michael Hackett. They're discussing, a couple of guys off My Racing. Is this sim a free sim? Well, yeah, it's out there available for download now. It's archived in many places. It's kind of been turned into abandonware now, but there's still a lot of leagues out there alive and well still running it. And, we can hook you up with quite a couple, including, a league with three of us call home at TDR Racing League, which is one of our great sponsors out there. So we'll get a hold of somebody. We'll hook you up, but they're just fixed setup leagues. There's open setup leagues like we got here tonight with BSR. So, yeah, there's gang out there from iRacing, Todd. This is basically where iRacing came from. You can't ever forget your roots. You can never forget where you started. You can never forget about the little guy. That's what we champion here on the Full Velocity Racing Network now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely can't forget where our roots were, where we actually made our limelight, our appearances, the most appearances for a long time. I think this year was probably our busiest season ever in broadcasting. Definitely kudos to all the leagues that have helped us out between NASCAR 2003 and iRacing over this year alone. The support of all of our fans. I mean, it's just. To start 2020 here with two back-to-back broadcasts, man, we're looking at aiming. I don't know what 600 broadcasts this year, Phil.
Oh goodness, 600. We did over 350 in 2019, and we're already going to be one day into the new year. We're going to have two already in the book. So, if I don't know, if we keep up 2-a-day pace, but I know we got a lot of stuff coming up. And if you want to check out all we have coming up, we can head over to our website, fullvelocitytv.com. The entire event calendar schedule is there. And also, while you're there, why don't you take a peek at some of the great sponsors we have as well? There were so many people behind the scenes that make the Full Velocity Racing Network for us. Our sponsors, our contributors. Take a look at them all, Todd. You can tell about great folks like, well, Team Hard Motorsports, iRacingIFlag.com. Our buddy Jeff Brown, he does a ton for us. Brian and Kathy Voiles that live right here at the Bomb Squad Racing League. Brian and Kathy, they've taken care of us in a big way these last couple of months. Also going to say hello and thank you to the J-Max Strong, our buddy Tim Cummings over at CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. Also, can't forget our buddies Sam Perry, Vlad Stafford over at BladeNode.com. Going to thank them. Going to thank the South Texas Speedway. Also going to thank Charlie Milner, Milner Media and Designs. That guy is going to make the Full Velocity Racing Network shine in 2020, doing a whole lot of our graphical work and video production work. Thank you to Charlie. Thank you to TDR Racing League. Thank you to Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, JP Designs, the Pit Pass with Katie. She's a gem. Check out some of the great stuff she does. And also our newest league sponsor, the Cyber Thunder Racing League. Check them all out now. Linked up to our website, fullvelocitytv.com. And, give all those people a like, a follow. It's great people like them that take care of us and, allow us to do what we do. We can't ever forget those that take care of us.
Yeah, and if you want to be set on the air, you can get a hold of us too as a sponsor, like Cyber Thunder did. Not thinking about it, but they got a hold of us and wanted to at least get their name mentioned on our broadcast. We can set up a package, guys, to meet your needs as far as if you want to be set every night here, just to support Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll make sure we get you out there and make sure that every night, whether it's iRacing, whether it's NASCAR 3, whether we're messing around with Wreckfest maybe just singly, we'll make sure that your name gets out there one way or another. And I tell you, we've had some great partners over the years already between, I'm going to say, what has this been, like 3 years now, Phil? Just about since we started this brand all over again. It's been about 3 years that we've had it going. So definitely great to feel it's built from the ground up, and definitely great to see all of our great supporters, like you said, the great sponsors. You can still get involved. There's still time to get involved with sponsorship. Our sponsorship package, all of them are for a year. So you're not getting ripped off. You get them all for a year.
Absolutely right. You said with this audience we built over the better part of a couple of years, it's all organic. We built this from nothing to make it what it is, and we thank you all for that. We will never sell out, but we will shell out for you every night, giving you absolutely the best of the online sim racing broadcast business. The heavyweight champions of the world live right here on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Looks like we're preparing to go back to some green flag racing. We've had a little bit of change to the lineup here. DJ Champ leading over Brian Voiles, Chevy Chase, Denny Daniels, Lee Helmer. Well, lead dog up there going to make up the top 5. 6th, we find Aussie Bill. Andrew Lemke is 7th. Ricky Johnson running 8th. Brain Fade is 9th. And Ryan Johnson going to make up the balance of the top 10 as that, I guess, what is that? It's a truck. Pace truck is put on pit road.
Yep,
I'm going to take a look at what it is. A Chevy? Is it a Ford? I'm not even sure what it is. Either way, let's get started. Put the green flag back in the air. Let's get back to it on lap number 13.
Yeah, let's hear that loud pedal go down, and it's going to do so here. There it goes. Green flag up in the air. Here, we're back to racing at Talladega. Lap and a half to get up to full song. These guys may get up a little bit quicker than lap and a half, obviously, because of the open setup. But once these guys get a full song, definitely going to be a fast-paced race on lap 13 of 76. So we got quite the distance still left to go here. The Talladega Super Speedway, we've had one yellow flag, and definitely John Forgione out of this event after the contact there. And like they were saying out in the chat box, that could have been far worse.
Oh, yeah, that was our buddy KJ Kilojoules out there saying that, yeah, it could have been way worse than it was. Why isn't KJ out here with us? KJ, I want the explanation. Why aren't you out here racing with us? I'd expect a guy like you out here. Guess it's New Year's Day. It's the Hangover 200. I'm not sure I'm hungover yet. I think I'm working on a new one, but where is our buddy KJ this evening?
It looks like he's not available, at least racing right now. But your race leader is the number 91 of DJ Champ. Second is Chevy Chase aboard the 096 machine. Then you got Brian Voiles running in that third spot. Fourth would be Denny Daniels there, Phil. You know, we talked. I missed a great race there. You said with Denny Daniels, definitely the last race of the season there for the money race, and definitely things not happening in his way, obviously. But missed a good race there. Denny Daniels is fast at every super speedway we go to. Open setup guru there, behind that number 37 machine. And then you got Aussie Bill running in the fifth spot there in the 021, doing a great job as 11 trying to look to the bottom. That is Lead Dog in that number 11 machine.
Yeah, Lee Helmer, Lee Dog, doing a great job there on the low side. He's going to try to lead a train down there, down low. Who's that behind him? Is that Brain Fade back there? No, that's Steven. Who's that Toyota pushing? I'm trying to get my camera all situated where I'm at here. It's Andrew Lemke, the 12 truck at Toyota. That's who is down there pushing him. Where did Lemke come from? He restarted outside the top 10, but he is pushing and shoving, and he's found himself to the inside. But it's the old TR track for Tally, Todd. This thing always predominantly goes up top. You need strength and numbers to make it happen down low. Look at all of it feeding up against the wall. That's where I would be.
Yeah, feeding right up against the wall, trying to do what you can do, and he's out there. Yeah, he said he didn't think he qualified for the race, Phil, because he did not get drunk last night.
Oh.
Phil Jules, yep.
That is no excuse. Just because you didn't get drunk last night doesn't mean you couldn't do so tonight. There's no excuse.
Definitely have to agree with
all
that.
F4.
All F4. James, the bouncing back and forth has a lot to do with server connection. That's what happened there. It's I believe this is the regular core, right, Phil?
This would be the updated core, but
is this the updated car?
Yeah, but they do bounce around. It's a lot of it is the way these trucks are set up. They do kind of dip a little bit. They do bounce around. Let's keep in mind, James, this sim is going on 17 years old. With no updates. I mean, it's a little bit dated, sure, but you know what? It still works. The physics are still great. It's still some of the best racing you can find out there. You can compare a lot of this with iRacing does. I mean, a lot of different factors that come into it. But you're playing something, you dated this, not updated. It's basically abandonware. You know, I think for what it is, the racing is great. I think we put a presentation to it. It makes it look pretty good for this modern time and day. So that's what it is there, Todd. But we do have a slowdown in the racing action. We have our second yellow flag of the night. Yellow brought to you by Team Har Motorsports, Hard Ass Racing, and brings us our second yellow flag of the evening. So let's take a look-see here at what could possibly have put us under yellow flag number 2 this evening.
Looks like it might be a blowing motor. Yep, Jimmy Dale ended expired. The squirrels stopped running around in circles on the wheel, Phil, and they checked out. The 33 motor gone, expired. I don't believe you'll see him back on the track. Dumped a lot of unnecessary stuff on the track, so they're gonna have to clean it up. But that was enough to bring out the yellow flag down the back straightaway.
Well, Harley Davidson Ford just kind of went up and think in a realm over in turn number 3 that maybe better make Cheech and Chong proud right there. Thing heavy black smoke puffing out of it. Looks like it's lost all kind of whatever. It was still running, but not running very good. I think it's pushed blew a piston, did something. It's pulling out the pit road. Engine's gone. Jimmy Dale is out of the event. He also going to join the likes of now Pete Sindone. Did see Pete caught up in the first wreck as well. Looks like the one truck is retired for the night. So Jimmy Dale and Pete join John Forgione and Brian Wolf. We have 4 trucks on the 24 out of the event already. And we're on 18 laps of 76 in the book. So there's still a lot of racing left to go. Let's hope attrition will stay this way.
Yeah, the squirrels definitely packed their bags in that one.
Oh, my goodness. Where did Todd go? Hold up. Somebody help. Todd, are we okay?
What are you talking about?
I think the aliens took him.
I think they did. That sounded like that Gomer alien, that creepy one that would come out and try to chop us up every now and again.
I don't know.
All right. I mean,
Oh, what are you talking about?
a little bit spooked.
Oh, that was weird. I heard that one. That was weird.
Maybe it. Uh, I'm hearing voices in my head. I'm telling you.
The voices are getting to Phil.
Just
Anybody
don't,
else hear
Voice.
that?
just don't listen to him, Phil.
They're everywhere. I don't know exactly what to do, but 19 laps in on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Under the yellow flag, I'm not exactly sure how to shake that one, but Todd, if you got something for us, if not, I'm hoping you're okay. But I'm gonna have to cleanse my palate here for a second. I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah, I don't know what went wrong. We'll have to see what happens there, but definitely right now your race leader is the driver of the number 68, Brian Voiles. He's currently being scored in the top spot with Chevy Chase running in that second spot. Third is Lead Dog ECT, Lead Dog in the number 11 machine, then BSR DJ Champ running in that fourth spot. Fifth is the number 37 of Denny Daniels, and Aussie Bill aboard the 021 running in that sixth spot. Seventh would see the 028 of Monty Keller. Jeff Abbott in the number 101 running eighth. You got ninth, the number 87, and then 10th, the number 12 of Andrew Limpke. Then you got the 11th, Manny Diaz. Jeffrey Goodpaster running 12th. Brain Fade running in that 13th spot. Ricky Johnson in 14th. 15th is Silver Bullet. BSR Steven running in that 16th spot. 17th to be the 032 of Pantelica. And 18th, you got the 59 of Ryan Johnson. Nelly, like you said, 19th. And then 20th would be BSR Magoo, the last car left running out there on the speedway.
Sorry about that. Todd taking care of some little clerical there off the air, as we have a lot of our audience that's followed us on iRacing, which are glad they did, and
Yeah.
they're just asking how can they get involved and start playing on a sim like this. And the great part of it is, for the last couple of months or years or whatever with iRacing, the talk has been, well, how can we get out there and race offline and with AI cars or whatever, maybe set up your own peer-to-peer server? Well, it's all still done. You got to look up. There's many great leagues out there that have archived the NASCAR Racing 2-on-3 season sim. You could go out there and find it. If you want any help directly with us, drop us a line here at the Full Velocity Racing Network through our Facebook page. And one of us here, when we got some time, we'll try to hook you up and get you out there and hook you up with one of these awesome leagues that's out there. There's so many great leagues that still play this game. Of course, be it Bomb Squad Racing Leagues out there. Of course, East Coast Thunder is represented here tonight as well. Of course, we talked about TDR Racing League. You got, Bob Tompkins is out there. You can't think of Bob and not think of the gang at SMO Hardcore. Great leagues like Fast Racing League are still out there. BGSR. You have great leagues like Rolling Thunder Gaming, Hobo Racing that we cover quite a bit here. FSB. I mean, there's so many great leagues out there between you guys on a full list of what we can do. Get a hold of us at the Full Velocity Race Network. We'll try to represent as many as we can to get you aligned. We'll find you a good place to race. You want to come back to this old sim. It's still here. It still breathes. Look us up.
And definitely, did you say NR 2003 fans page, Phil?
That's still out there as well. Yeah, join that as well. Look that
There's
up
a
on
lot of
Facebook.
guys that help you there too.
Absolutely.
Definitely have to look up that stuff. Yeah. Did you Hobo out there too. Hobo Racing. Yep. There's
so
a lot,
many.
There's
There's
so
a ton.
many great leagues. So many great leagues. So many great people still in this simulation. Definitely a blast from the past, and I still go and enjoy racing this every once in a while because at the super speedway. You won't see me at a short track ever again. But I retired the last race when the lap car took me out.
Which
from
one?
Any short tracks. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Parker.
Oh yeah, yep.
Blanky.
Blinky. I'm sure it was Blinky. Blinky's got us all about a time or two. So we'll have to talk about that someday. But yeah, we'll bring more of these races out. I'm sure 2020 is a lot more in store. We'll cover many of the great leagues here, the Full Velocity Racing Network. If they'll have us and we can fit it in, you know for sure we'll go out there and represent. Full send it in a big way. But Todd, the good news is the lights are extinguished around this 2.66 mile Talladega Superspeedway, about to go back to some green flag racing. BSR, Brian Voiles leading Chevy Chase, Lee Dog, DJ Champ, and Denny Daniels going to be our reigning top five as they are cleaning their tires. They are rolling back and forth. You look back here, you find Aussie Bill running in sixth. Monty Keller running in 7th. Jeff Amick running in 8th. Billy Elliser, the number 87, that old Bell South machine. That's so reminiscent of like the old one, Joe Nemechek. I've seen Kyle Pay. Think back to the old Bell South scene there back in the day. 87 running in 9th. And running in the top 10, the Toyota Tundra number 12. That is Andrew Lemke.
That front row Joe. I remember that.
Kenny Irwin ran that scheme for quite a while.
Yeah, he did. I like seeing some of these throwback schemes. It really, really, really nice to see that kind of stuff.
It's cool. And coming back to this old PWF Project Wildfire version of the CTS mod, the very first original truck mod that came out with the sim. So it's really going back in time and seeing some of the old paints and just some of the new takes we got on it, and some really cool, sweet painters out there did some good work back in the day as well. So cool to see these things come to life. But let's get back to it. They're pacing along, and I don't want to pace anymore. We're 21 laps in of 76. Let's go out and get a good run going in.
They definitely want to get a good run. We want to see a green flag pit stop. I know the fans out there are wanting to see that also, as they're out there talking back and forth about how to get NASCAR 2003, if it was a web page or if it's a download, or out there saying it's actually a download, so it actually is a full game. You can actually have a no CD patch. There's a lot of great things to it. Everybody out there helping. Thank you guys for helping. Let that guy know. Let the fan know, or let the guy know, so he can come race this other simulation here. Like I said, it's free, so it's definitely fun to watch. Here's iRacing High Flag. Green flag comes out. The number 68 of Brian Voiles, your race leader, down into turn number 1. You don't want to get out too far, though, because those guys behind him could be a hungry pack of wolves, and definitely use that advantage to be able to motor out and around him. And I think he got too big of a jump on that one.
He may have, because it only does take, as they work off turn number 2, and we're going to be probably about 3/4 of the way down the back straightaway until you really get to your full send of what your motor is capable of doing, and that's where you're really in a good tow from the draft. Look at the low side. Denny Daniels shoving Chevy Chase to the inside lane there. Lee Helmer is there in the 11 as well, as they make a big run on Brian Voiles, new race leader. We're 3 wide over 3 and 4. We can go 3 wide here at Tally, can't we?
Yep, and then to complete that is Monty Keller aboard the 28 machine, was able to make a nice move there. The 101 was really coming up through the field there, Phil. Working down to the bottom, just lurking in the shadows there. Just as Jeff Havoc in the 101 machine just definitely went down to the bottom rather quickly to slingshot him right now into a battle, I'm going to say, for the 3rd and 4th spot.
Is up here with DJ Champ on the restart near the front of the field, and I've dropped all the way back here to about 10th now. I'm watching guys that go, who's that down low there?
I think 5 wide.
Yeah, I'd love to see a 5 wide. I don't know if it's a little early for that. We've seen enough trucks wrecked, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. Up front, as we try to position back to what's going on near the front of this thing, we see who's that pulling up to the race lead. It's Denny Daniels, the 37, trying to race along the 0-11. Look at lead dog Lee Helmer on the outside lane. He's going to push from Brian Voiles. That may propel them to the race lead by the time we hit the exit of the trial.
Definitely trying to propel him to race lead. Looks like Helmer going to be the race leader now there, Phil. Just over Denny Daniels. Helmer has the choice to go drop the top groove and go back down to the bottom. They're down the back straightaway here, so Helmer holding on. But I tell you, the momentum on the outside definitely going to prevail coming down the straightaway at the tail end of that one. Here comes the 37 of Daniels, the 101 peeking up and out of line. But now Brian Voiles, high-low switch down to the bottom right there in front of Denny Daniels through turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Will they let Lee Helmer lead this time, Phil? We're going to see that battle all the way to the line.
Sure will, and you can see that that's that big pull, and we've always known that here at Talladega. Off the exit of 4 and off the exit of 2. In the high lane, if you got a drafting partner, you can make it happen. Lee's going to lead Voiles at the line only by a whisker, 17,000ths of a second. But here comes the inside lane. Voiles will try again. But like I said, watch the run the outside going to get off turn number 2. Look at that big toe they get up there. They can let that thing ride. You saw the 68 truck almost step out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. You're seeing these guys fan out down the back straightaway and watching and trying to make their moves. But that 68 machine now looking back down to the bottom. Definitely not a lot of help on the bottom for those guys trying to keep that line going. The outside's got a lot of guys lined up, and that momentum is definitely seeing the propel on the top shelf of the speedway as they come down through the trial. But look at Lee Helmer go from the top to the middle groove now so he can block both lanes.
That's done. But look at the old run for the 028. Monty Keller. That's a guy who he knows how to do these super speedways. I tell you, he was restarting about 12th. He finds himself up to second. Now he has found Chevy Chase, who's is that a Valvoline sponsored truck or a Viagra sponsored truck? It's kind of like a mixture. I would say a Mark Martin fan resides in that 96 truck.
Yeah, I would think so too. The 096 right now running in that third spot. Pretty much these guys stay single file. That bottom line has gone away there, except for the number 91 machine. We know he's fast. He's able to make passes all by himself. DJ Champ there in that number 91 machine. We've seen him really wicked fast at some of these super speedways. Definitely able to pull away just a tad bit normally when he gets out front. But this time struggling a little bit, but can run by himself all by his lonesome down the bottom.
Yeah, but he's starting to struggle there. Look at him fan out over in turn number 1 here. Thought somebody may come low. Denny Daniels did. They're running more of the middle. You can see the little pinch there up high. DJ Cheddar on the middle. 21 Aussie built stuck up top. Look at the run. It's the top lane gets to push. Silver Bullets Coors Machine going to push Aussie Bill ahead. DJ Champ's got a really fast truck, but no help down low. It's a pretty lonesome feeling. You can go fast, but you're not going to make a whole lot of time.
Definitely not going to make a whole lot of time there. These guys starting to make some headways, different things going on. Watching these guys, it just looks like they're trying to settle in there, Phil. For kind of the long haul here. 27 laps, going to be 28 laps since this time by of 76. So you don't really want to wreck up stuff right now. We don't want to see another yellow flag come out. We've seen the blown motor. We've seen a bad thing happen at the front of the field there, which we thought was going to be even worse there with John Forgione. But now the 028 down to the bottom, down on the back straightaway. That is Monty Keller. And I think another motor's blown, and they're sideways on the back straightaway.
Somebody swallowed, I don't know if the squirrel swallowed them, or the hamster stopped running, but whatever in the world happened. Yellow flag is on the speedway. We had somebody blow up, and it's caught a couple of trucks over off the exit of turn number 2. So third yellow flag of the night finding us on lap number 28. Looks like Steven Brandstetter's 510 may have popped the motor in his Ford over there, and that set off a little bit of he was right in the middle of a pack, and they blow up in front of you, Todd. There's not a whole lot of places to go. Billy Elliser gets a little tap. Who's up ahead of him there? ESR Magoo.
I destroyed them all.
Oh, no. It's that alien again. It's Gomer. Gomer, leave Todd alone.
That's right here.
I'm done. I can't. Anybody else hearing that? I think I'm going nuts.
I heard it, Phil.
I'm scared. I mean,
I actually heard it that time.
I'm legitimately scared right now.
And then Chevy Chase loses connection.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Steven's junked. Chevy loses connection. Did Chevy meet Gomer?
Oh, maybe.
Do you have a way to get a hold of Gomer?
No, I don't have any way to get a hold of Gomer. I can't channel my inner Gomer anymore.
Has Gomer abducted Jack?
It could be possible.
This is not good. Abort mission.
Oh, Steven's gone. Unfortunately, like you said, Phil, he's done for the evening. And it's unfortunate to see some of these cars out here or trucks out early in the event. Definitely something that you didn't think was going to happen.
No, and not exactly sure how to follow up the hijinks going on. There's a lot of good trucks already tore up, motors going away. And let me ask, guys, I see Sean Reeps out there, and Sean, a buddy from FSB, a colleague who was broadcasting a bunch of races over the years out there. Robbie Buckner still out there as well. I got to imagine, and I'm going to ask guys like KJ this question, being the open setup guru he is there too much tape laying down on these motors? We've seen 3 blow up already. What is making these motors blow?
Yeah, it's got to be something to do with the tape there, Phil. And it could be drafted too close too, having to jump up and out of line. The degrees also. It's sometimes weird. 3 blow-ups though. I mean, man, and Gomer says he's causing it, I guess.
Gomer wreaking havoc and
Maybe
destruction.
you put the tape on.
I don't know. We're all on pit road. If anybody sees a guy with a little antenna on his head, don't feed him. He likes ice cream. Don't give it to him. He will make your world hell. He's not very short either. He's a big dude, so you can't miss him. Has a little antenna. Goes by the name of Gomer. If you see him, you're not safe.
Run.
Yeah. Definitely have to run. Run real fast. We can throw ice cream at him, Phil.
That only no
It'll make him
ice
stop.
cream.
Make him stop. That way you can run faster.
I don't know. The ship is sinking here. We need to stay under green flag because we kind of get off topic and off tangent. So know what we should do here? 30 laps of 76 of Talladega Super Speedway. We're going to reset, reprogram. We're going to ride under the yellow flag. The third time, I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to try to clear my head. Let's come back and do it in a big way professionally here, Todd. The Hangover 200. We'll be right back. right, we're back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Unfortunately, I have to make a very, very sad and humbling announcement. We have lost 2019. It has gone by. It is gone. We have rolled into a new year, a new decade. The Roaring 20s returned, as does Phil and Todd and Jack, with the restart here of the Hangover 200, 32 laps of 76. The front row going to be DJ Champ, Monty Keller, Lee Helmer, Denny Daniels make up a second row. Ricky Johnson and Brain Fade, Jeff Habick, Aussie Bill, Silver Bullet, and Nelly will make up our top 10. I'm not sure where we're going to go with that one right there, but hey, the pace truck is in. Let's go back to racing here. 33 laps on the board. We're creeping toward halfway.
Creeping towards halfway. Like you said, 38 laps will be halfway. So we're almost there, Phil, as we're getting ready to go green flag racing once again. Hopefully we'll have a green flag pit stop this time. Zai Racing High Flag green flag is out up through the gearbox. Is DJ Champ with Monty Keller to the outside this time. The drag race down into turn number 1. DJ Champ has the preferred groove on the bottom. As Monty Keller definitely the run up top, not there yet. But those guys definitely going to catch him probably down the back straightaway. Yeah.
There we go. Monty going to get a shove now.
Here they come. Here they come. Oh, 3 wide. They're going to try 3 wide even.
Oh, we can make 3 wide happen there. As who was that trying to go down low? Danny Daniels gave a shot to the back of Monty, but now he dropped low. Ricky Johnson stuck on by. DJ Champ going to lead a train off of turn number 4. He's going to lead over to Lee Helmer. Ricky J's in there. Denny's in there. Here comes all Brain Fade. Monty Keller looks like he'll fall as now they start going back up top. They're going to decide which line they want to run. They keep switching. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, definitely. They're all over the place as of right now.
Look at DJ.
Yeah, DJ's hung out to dry down on the bottom. Normally you say up top, but he's hung out to dry on the bottom. The 49 looks like that's going to be the first person to catch him there. With Silver Bullet, the number 4 machine on the bottom. But, man, the outside group definitely going to prevail.
I thought Dodges were fast.
You know, they are, Phil.
Though I just saw a Dodge go from the lead and drop like a rock. I thought they were quicker than that. DJ Champ dropping, but look up front. That is a blue oval on the front of the 011. Lee Helmer going to lead a train of Fords off the 4th turn.
Yeah, Lee Helmer in that number 11 machine. Like you said, a train of Fords, and there definitely is one. Well, I think the 37, not a Ford right there. The 37. Oh, there goes wreck. Monty Keller. Oh, he's going upside down, roof surfing, and DJ Champ involved too.
Oh, we got a big parlay over here on 1 and 2. Somebody's just pulled the Rusty Walls. They're flipping. No one backing up the track. They're driving the wrong way. Mirror driving. It is the Hangover 200, right? I mean, we just came from the Enduro. We didn't expect one in Talladega, but we have one happening here. There's a bunch all junked up. I saw Monty around, but somebody went for one heck of a ride down through the grass. I believe, what was that, RJ? Ryan Johnson in the grass. Oh, that wasn't RJ. Somebody, who was that flipping over there?
Dramamine cam time. Love it, Robbie. I can't say it like you, though.
Dramamine.
Yeah, he's got that down pat, I tell you.
He sure does. I'm trying to locate. Oh, it was DJ Champ 91. Yeah, that's who went for a big old barrel roll through the infield. Somebody call a medic. DJ Champ not feeling like a winner. I'm going to tell you that much. That thing is just junk.
He stuck the landing, though, Phil.
Sure did. He gets a 10 for the landing. He gets a 12 for the somersault.
That was a toe loop, too. Don't forget that. What a twist.
That was a triple Lux twist.
Toe loop.
He touched his toes. May have mooned everybody. DJ's still rolling, so it's not destroyed yet. Who did this one get? I don't think anybody has retired to listen, but DJ got the worst end. Monty Keller was all tore up. We slow it back down 36 laps, so we're going to creep to halfway during this yellow. We started here, Todd, about a little less than an hour ago with 24 trucks, and we've got 19 left, and I'm going to say there's probably about 14 of them out there that may have straight fenders left.
Well, I got a question for you.
What's the question, Todd?
So we know what compact cars are. What would be a compact truck? Can you actually call a Ranger a compact truck? Can you call an S10 a compact truck?
Yeah,
It's a good question,
S10.
right? Can you call it compact?
That's
though?
all that. They're closing their diamond location. Supposedly.
I don't know.
We'll leave that up to the fans because I know what we usually call the cars that get wrecked subcompacts. We could do that, but what do you call a truck that's wrecked? A wrecked truck? I don't know.
Ford.
Ford.
I really don't know.
El Camino, as Sean Reap says. El Camino.
That's a good one.
Yep.
And Sean would know.
But how do you get the mini trucks?
Bobby says a mini truck.
How do you get them?
Short people drive them?
I mean, is it like a... I don't know. Is it like a Power Wheel? Yeah, but I've never seen a clown truck.
How about like the Pope Mobile? No?
I'm confused. That doesn't take much, though.
No.
That would have been drinking. No.
No, and we've been doing a little of that these last couple of days as well. So they told me once upon a time in school that New Year's Day, January 1st, is a holiday that you can, relax, take the day off. I've been, here for a little while. This isn't a holiday. I mean, they're making us work for it.
Double time.
Oh, well, upcoming events here for the Full Velocity Racing Network as we look forward. We're going to do more pavement racing. Tomorrow night, we'll be back in iRacing. We'll be hanging out with the East-West Modified Tour tomorrow. The Resolution 200 special event, longest race of the year for the East-West clan. The USA International Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. Asphalt pavement. Whelen Modifies tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So iRacing fans, open wheel modified enthusiasts like I am, if you even come from this end of the country, whatever, check us out tomorrow night. The Resolution 200 will be to you live this coming, 24 hours from now, 9 p.m. Eastern Time from Lakeland, Florida. That'll be a great time. May have something special in store for this coming Friday as well. Not sure we can let that cat out or what's come in motion for that yet, but we may have programming coming up about every day here for looks like the next 6 or 7 days. So this little break we had over the Christmas break there, Todd, well, there's no break no more. We're kind of a full send here the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's the break is over, and I enjoyed my break, but I enjoy broadcasting, enjoy being able to talk and do what I guess I'm good at, if you want to say that.
Oh, I guess they say it's good to be good at something. I just haven't yet figured out what I'm good at. But I do know I spend an awful lot of time doing this. So if I haven't really figured it out yet, I'm hoping one day I do. I'm not sure. We started this, about 6 years ago. We started doing this together. So we've seen a lot of races. We have called a lot of shows. And Robbie calling out there for a full-blown powder puff on Saturday. So
that'd be great.
And now you guys are trying to get me in the powder puff. Somebody coined Phil the First Lady last night. I'm not exactly sure I liked it.
Well, it happens. It happens. But I don't. Yeah. I have to agree with Jack for that one. That was a good one. Definitely a good one. That person's not even out in our chat box right now.
I see Chris Forster's out there in Facebook Live. We'll see Chris tomorrow there at USA International with the East-West guys. Looking really forward to that and catch up with Payton Modifies. Who we got over here on Facebook Live? We've seen C-Man 10, Brian Wolf's out there talking about...
Jeff Brown, First Lady.
Jeff Brown's the First Lady?
No, he says the First Lady. He's laughing about you.
Thought that was the Queen Bee. Where is the Queen Bee? Yeah, you broke her heart about an hour ago. I don't think she's been the same yet. Somebody better check on Katie.
There's John. John's out there too.
Hey, there he is. John Forgione, Rolling Grill Barbecue. Rolling Grill Barbecue did get that right there. Sponsoring tonight. Don't forget, Todd,
Kyle.
lap 50, the leader is going to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So we're about 10 plus laps away. So John Forgione, Rolling Grill Barbecue, going to be handing that out in about 10 laps. So I want to get there under green. You can't imagine who is going to take, as Brian Wolf will call it, the lady lap to lead lap 50. That may get testy. That may look even more, enticing than the Enduro a little while ago.
It might. My wheels are spinning right now. They are spinning. Just watching to see what these guys are going to do. I'm chomping at the bit to watch the green flag come back out here, Phil. I know it's been a little bit here. At least the lights are extinguished and they're on the back straight away. But man, it seems like these pace laps take forever at Talladega.
They do.
You think it would step up the pace truck if they had that DRTV van? They would be flying around here.
It was the organic fuel that we used to put in that thing. We're gonna dig that thing out one of these days. Give it like an old school kind of coat of paint and whatnot, and
spruce it up. Put some new shag carpet in there. Man, it needs some new shag carpet.
Anybody got shag carpet? We can throw in the new van. I know it needs a couple of new seats. I think we've done the Hangover 200 thing a few times with that van over the years, so I know that that thing's still decrepitly sitting down there. I think it's been nuked a couple of times, and it still stands. It's tried and true. We'll try it out one day. But you know what? The pace truck we have here tonight is led a lot of this race. It's going to make its way down to the pit lane. We're going to go back under some green flag racing as we get lap number 40. Manny Diaz from nearby Riverside, Rhode Island, going to take the green flag. Brian Voiles, Aussie Bill, Lead Dog, and Jeff Habeck going to make up our top 5. Let's go back to racing.
Back to green flag racing here finally. With 710 and Manny Diaz leading down into turn number 1. And again, they're really, really slow here at the beginning portion of this as they get up to speed here. Tandem drafting, whatever we want to call them. Man, the 21 getting a little bit loose there as right behind the number 710 machine. These guys are starting to switch lanes, trying to make their partners already down the back straightaway, Phil.
You need a dance partner because it's the only place you're going to go. If you have a partner, you can make it happen as they hit turn number 3. And we got 1, 2 on a line. We got a couple around, and we have stacked them up. We got a parking lot over in turn number 3 and 4. Yellow back on the racetrack, and
Lee Lee
Helmer got turned around there the wrong way. And let's take a quick little bird's eye look there as Jack is going to queue up a replay presented by J-Max Journeys. Let's see what happened to Lee as they were down. We're going straight into that turn. So, I mean, I think even trained monkeys sometimes can do this. So maybe we can't. What happened to Lee? Looked like he may have got a bump draft from the 101. Oh, we got a side check from the 101. So the 101 truck of Jeff Habeck getting up into the side of Lee Helmer. That sets off another wild ride over there. Thought we had some flaming hot Cheetos, but we don't. Lee goes for a ride on his lid, back on his wheels, grabs the gear. He'll keep on going. Looks like it's not going to be the same, though, for Jeff Habeck in the 101. Looks like Jeff's night may be done. I saw DJ Champ, the last yellow flag. I did see the 91 team finally surrender for the night as well. So we got more tore up. 41 laps in. We may run out of trucks, Todd, before we get to 76 laps. We got to clean this up a little bit. Hi, Jack. What is the question? Oh, that is a great question. I think if John's out there watching through Facebook Live or YouTube, wherever you may be hiding, you may need to answer that question, John. Does the pace truck driver get the gift card for leading at lap 50? I think that's great. Who's driving that pace truck, by the way? Todd left me. Where'd Todd go? Todd's not driving the pace truck, is he? All right, well, we're going to let these guys come to pit road, sort it out. We're going to try to find my broadcast partner. We're going to take another pause here. We're past halfway, 42 laps in. The Hangover 200 at the Talladega Super Speedway. We'll be right back here live on your source for esports racing with the restart. All right, I think we're ready to go back for a restart on lap number 45, 44 in the books to Hangover 200. Well, I think I stopped drinking before the race started, and I'm starting to feel that hangover blues, Todd. So if you have any cure for the yellow fever or even my headache at this point, feel free to pass it my way.
Take some pills.
Ooh. Which one?
Pills, not one. Multiple.
Oh, we could do that now.
No, it's not.
If I'll
Let's
be
not.
here for the post race, though.
Yeah, no, nope. You're not doing that yet. Not sleepy by time. I didn't tell you to take those type of pills.
All right, well, we'll think about it. We get another yellow flag. I'm throwing one down. Well, no more yellows. Green the checker. Phil does a shot. Let's do it. Let's go. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag in the air. 45 laps to 76. So that's 31 laps to go. We still got at least. We get about 18 to 20. No, we're already wrecking. Already wrecking. Just take the other half of the field that hasn't been wrecked yet.
The 096 machine, I believe. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you let everybody drive that's hungover. Trust me. Head's aching, everything goes on. It just happens, Phil. It happens that way. Definitely. Looks like just a bump draft gone wrong. Misjudge of the front bumper. The 59 gets into the 096, and then we got carnage. We got a parking lot over there in corners 1 and 2. Simple.
Playing the four corners game. Unfortunately, they're all tore up again, and I hate to bring all the silence into this conversation, guys, but they were back under yellow. Only so much we can really have a talk about. Todd, do you got anything here instead of pausing for the cause? Why don't you give us a nugget and throw us the break?
Don't really have much besides we're going to have to get a hold of Dr. Green here for Elixir for the Yellow Fever here and see if we can page him up. I know it's an awful costly expense for us here at Full Velocity Racing Network, especially when he has to come to Talladega because he knows about Talladega. He's just he's afraid of that voodoo guy that just jumps out of the weeds and attacks him. But definitely gonna have to page Dr. Green and bring some Elixir for the Yellow Fever, and hopefully we'll get green flag the rest of the way. We're coming up on halfway home here soon, Phil. Or not halfway home, 50 laps.
Coming up on 50, I don't think everybody in the lead lap. We shouldn't see 50 here, so we'll be pretty close when we come back to a restart. Who's going to get the Amazon.com gift card from, courtesy of John Forgione and the Rolling Grill Barbecue? I guess we'll find out with you on the other side of a break. We'll be right back at you here on your source for esports racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It has been an amazing year so far. We just count down the days and the minutes and the seconds. I think I've aged about 15 years sitting here tonight waiting to go back to some green flag racing. We're into number 3 and 4. Next time around, we're going to be handing out that Amazon.com gift card, $50. Who is going to be the leader at the conclusion of lap number 50? Well, we will find out because the year 2021 is coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding. Let's go green flag racing, Todd.
Yeah, getting ready to throw.
Feels like it's been here a while.
Green flag is out. The iRacing I flag. Green flag is back out over the field in the 68. Look at his lunge into the top spot around the number 710. Yeah, he wants an Amazon card. Why not? Why would you want an Amazon card, Phil?
I could give you 15 reasons why I want an Amazon gift card. I mean,
how about 50? 50 reasons.
50 reasons? Nah, well, I can buy a couple things. Let's race it out of the back chute. Brian Foyles wanted it. He may lose it. Magoo's got to run. Who's that up there leading?
Oh, 21.
Aussie Bill. What's the conversion rate at Amazon down in Australia?
Denny Daniels now goes up to the top side. He's blocking for that Amazon card. He wants it there, Phil. And now here comes Aussie Bill. And he's going to go down through the trial here to get to that checkered for the, for the checkered for the Amazon card right there.
Gift card.
I was pausing.
Aussie Bill wins the gift card. John Forcione, there's your winner. Aussie Bill wins the $50 Amazon.com gift card courtesy of Rolling Grill Barbecue. So we paid one aboard out to Aussie Bill, but can he take home the $50 cash prize and the plaque winning this race? I wonder what the conversion rate is on there. I wonder what it would cost to send the plaque to Australia. Heavy shipping. I wonder if they have duties.
Duties? What are you talking about, duties?
Duties is what I'm going to do if we sit here for another hour. Not the right duty?
No, that's like... Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah. I want to ask all our drivers right now, being really inspired by our buddy Kitty at the pit pass, how's the bladder holding up to all these drivers right now? Do you think they have time to stop under yellow?
Yeah, or how's the
we have no more?
What about the fans? I mean, are they getting up and using the restroom? You can't hold it in that much. It's not good for you, they say.
If they're still largely holding out, watching us and listening to us, and we appreciate that a lot, because it's definitely been a race to try to get through.
Yeah, Sean Reap's out there. He's been hanging out.
Sean's a good egg. Sean's seen many a race like this one before where they can drag on. But, hey, we've wrecked them up here in Talladega tonight for sure. But 52 laps in of 76. This has been the best one we've had here in a little while. They are 2 by 2 by 2. And Brian Foyles is finding his way back to the lead. And I say that, they check up over the turn. And Magoo may need the bigger glasses. Mr. Magoo back in the day. Anybody remember that? I think he bounced off the wall.
Yeah, Magoo got shuffled out of line pretty quickly there, and he made an evasive maneuver. I don't think he touched the wall, but definitely lost some spots there. And again, like you said, Magoo went up the track there and lost those precious. I'm going to say precious spots because now he's in what I call the middle portion of the pack, and that's where it gets tough. Is the wrecks happen so quick. It's so hard to miss them, especially when you're sitting in the middle. I know that from personal experience, just like probably Phil does. It's really hard to miss the wrecks when you're in the middle of the trucks. All these trucks around.
Oh, look at the run up the middle. Chevy Chase, the Viagra pill popped. Oh, we had a big wreck.
Monty Keller.
Stiff neck. Monty Keller went around. Viagra worked too good. Chevy Chase's nose peeked out too far. It got Monty.
Still green. Monty saved that. Monty used the wall to his advantage.
Monty's a pro. Everybody be like Monty. Get wrecked and grab a gear and keep going.
Yep, definitely. Bob Tompkins out there. Bob Tompkins out there looking around, seeing what's going on. So, see Bob Tompkins out there. 2-year anniversary follow here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Because now we're watching 3 wide for the third spot there, Phil. Almost 4 wide. We're really pushing it here towards the end of this one. Here comes Chevy right up through the middle too.
I'm thinking there was a really good prize going on right now to re-race it as hard as they're racing. With all the carnage we have seen, seems a little early for go time.
Yeah, I would think
He's
so.
still going to pit again.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos sound good right now, though. Man, that's sponsored.
Yes, they do.
Why?
Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Coors Light. Is that classic Coors on the floor?
And there's those little blue pills too, Phil, right there in that 096.
That'll keep me from falling out of bed in the morning.
I don't know how to follow that one. Yeah.
Don't want to follow that one. You want to lead with that one.
That was awesome. That
Wash
was
it
a
down
good
with
hijink.
Valvoline.
He's going to lay in a dark room, Robbie Buckner.
Lay in a dark room.
Broadcast. He's enjoyed the broadcast, but the hangover is still real.
Oh, it's still very real. Very real. But this is why we're the best of the best. What we do, we don't get to tap out here early. We'll be here till this one's done. 20 laps remaining, and it's kind of tamed itself out for the most part. They're still trying, but they're basically too wide up front. Boyles, Ricky Johnson. How about that Flamin' Hot Cheetos number 33, Jeff Goodpaster? Looks like the baby may be cooperating. He may race the whole distance.
Yeah, he might be able to do so. The 021 pushing him there. You got Denny Daniels back to the inside. He's with Ricky Johnson. Ricky Johnson pushing Brian Boyles out to the race lead here so far. So those guys hanging 10, and they're racing pretty aggressively there, Phil. So hopefully they're going to still be able to stay in line here and no major malfunctions. And it'd be nice to see these guys race to the end.
Now, I want to highlight a truck out there that is tugging at my heartstrings right now. Go check out the 59 truck. That 59 Kingsford Charcoal Harris Trucking. That's Ryan Johnson. That's his paint scheme back in 2003. My old buddy Steve Park used to run a little bit back in 03 in that scheme. So just thought of that. Look at that red yellow numeral truck. I'm like, that's the same scheme that ran back in 03 where Steve drove that truck in the second half of the year. So RJ, I'm glad he's rocking that one. That one makes me happy.
Who drove it the first half of the year, Phil?
At least that would be Robert Presley, I believe.
I was waiting. I don't know if you knew. I was going to say the 59 Robert Presley.
But we have a truck pulling down on the front trailer. We got a lap truck or Manny D pulled off. Cobb may not be so good now. My problem is he's driving a truck, and it's now fallen off the lead lap in the 7:10. So Riverside, Rhode Island zone, Manny D running 16th. The last truck out there is on one lap down, and I wonder if he came in and made the stop because they can make it from here now if you stop. So that may not be a bad idea. If they let all wreck again, Manny D may be the smartest guy here in Talladega. They all wreck, he'll still be good.
Yep, and he'll be up front too. Those guys will have to go down pit road. Any of those that need to be repaired, and the rest of them go down pit road to top themselves off. And Manny D will be definitely up front. So that'd be a smart gamble for him as of right now because he was running towards the tail anyway. So now we got the 103 fill up to the race lead.
Whoa, Nelly!
Woo, Nelly!
No, that's not a catchphrase that's going to stick now, is it? I've been looking for a catchphrase. Todd, you're the guy with the catchphrase. You're the one that's got all the fans, the acclaim. Hell, you even got a custom T-shirt made. Is it time to pick a winner?
Who do you think's going to win this race? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be yet, Phil? It's not quite time to pick a winner. Well, we could pick a winner right now. Fans out there, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, let us know who you guys pick. Phil and I will pick. I'll give it to Phil first. Because, I feel bad for Phil, and he doesn't usually win. So we'll let Phil pick. Either do I. We usually wreck people. Go ahead, Phil.
All right, let's see. Let's savor up and down the landscape. We got a pit stop to make.
Roll the dice.
Give me Ricky Johnson.
You like Ricky Johnson? Okay. I go with that pick. I'm gonna go with the 37 to Denny Daniels. I like Denny Daniels' chances. I think he's gonna rebound.
Who's Jack pick? We gotta let Jack pick.
Yeah, I gotta let Jack pick. Jack?
I'm gonna go with Brian Voiles.
Brian Boyles. Solid pick.
I think it just pitted, actually. So, yeah, that may be a good pick.
Definitely. How about the fans out there? Nobody's talking out here. What about YouTube, Phil? Are you watching YouTube?
Well, YouTube's been mildly quiet. Couple over here watching. So Wolf was over here a while ago. It's been mainly quiet out there. So if you're over watching on YouTube or even on Twitch, we'll monitor a little bit on and off. Facebook Live. Who's it going to be? Who is going to be the big winner here tonight? We're not going to throw it out there. We're not going to air it out because we're Kyle mildly inebriated still, or feeling a little bit low.
Somebody dropped out of the stream.
Somebody dropped out of the stream. The Stars donations haven't picked up. So tonight, who's going to win? Who's it going to be?
Come on. Pick one. Pick anyone. So the race leader now looks like it's changing hands to the 193 of Ricky Johnson, able to pull out in the round. I believe the 021 who's coming down onto pit road. So Ricky Johnson now leading the pack with the 37 of Denny Daniels running in that second spot. Third is Chevy. Then you got the 103 running in the fourth spot. That is Nelly. So these guys pretty much staying single file, Phil. They're trying to save some gas maybe, but we'll have to see. It looks like Sean Reap, Brian Johnson, but not sure how his truck is after that wreck. So he says the 021 looks stout. Oh, wreck! I had another blow up.
Annie D blowing a motor, gonna bring us under the yellow. It's gonna trap a couple of trucks a lap down, and these ones that are gonna cycle back around. That Brian Voiles pick may look pretty dang sneaky right there, because they're gonna cycle back around. They're gonna race back to the yellow. Ricky Johnson will be the first back to the line as we'll take it 64 laps in, as we'll take a quick peek on back with a Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay brought to you by J-Max Journeys. And another yellow going south, or another engine, I should say, going south. Just kind of like my skills of talking at this point. Phil has forgotten how to English. Manny Diaz's truck forgot how to run. It goes up in smoke. Kind of feels like my broadcasting career. He had some help. He went around, too, after it broke. 87 of Billy Elliser said, take my Bell South truck and call it SNET, and then call it AT&T, and call it broken. It's a long-distance call. It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to do this, too, here. So we're going to pause for the cause. Yellow flag once again on the Full Velocity Racing Network. 64 laps in on the Hangover 200. We'll be back here live with the restart on your source for esports racing. All right, we are getting ready for the restart on the marathon of what is the Full Velocity Racing Network tonight on this New Year's Day. Happy 2030 every year. What day is it? Wait, yeah, I've forgotten. Oh, I know we're still here in Talladega. I've already grown like a beard that looks like it's old. It's white.
White, huh?
It's white. I can almost double for Santa Claus this time. The hair is all shaggy. That's turning white too. Let's go back to racing with Aussie Bill and Chevy Chase getting the job done. That's going to be our front row. We come back to lap 68. We are under 10 laps to go. Let's go back to green.
Okay, Father Time. John Reed. All right, Racing High Flag, green flag is back out. We're going to see what's going to happen now. What's going to unfold? Who's going to win this one here tonight, Phil? Is they're already going 3 wide here. Not going to, as it looks like Ryan Johnson gets drop kicked out of line way up to the top shelf of the speedway. No help for him. No soup for you. The 37 down to the bottom side. That is Denny Daniels down there trying to make some headway here. 3 wide for the race lead down the back straightaway.
3 wide, almost 2 or 3 rows deep here as we go into turn number 3. Well, we've had issues going straight single file all night long. Let's go 3 wide over in 3. They're still straight. They're not bouncing off the wall. Their buzz lifted a long time ago. We're off the corner, and
we're 3
who's
wide.
that with the race lead? We're back to 2 wide. Who leads this pile?
This is a 37 of Denny Daniels right now.
It's your pick.
With a race lead. Yep, my pick. Leading the race, Ricky Johnson. Now moving into that second spot, Aussie Bill running third. Here comes Chevy Chase helping Ricky Johnson, but don't count out the 103 either. Here comes the 011 Phil up through the middle with help from Brian Voiles.
Lead dog. Oh!
There they go. They have a big wreck down the back straight away.
They are wrecking again. So as we prepare to go back and take the wreck, I just want to respond to our buddy Sean Reap out there. If he says, I am Father Time, what does that make Andy Margot?
Or Bob Tompkins.
No, we don't pick on Bob like that. But I mean, what does that make Andy and Bob? Remember the guys from the Muppet Show?
I remember. The bald guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, maybe that's Andy and Bob. I don't know.
They're mean.
But Andy and Bob ain't mean, so maybe that's not a good one. I don't know, but who wrecked? That was big. Who didn't? Oh, it's a J-Max Journeys. Full Velocity is the replay.
Baby New Year. John Reed.
Baby New Year. Andy's telling me to watch it. Statler and Waldorf. That's what their names were. Yeah, exactly. If I want to go there for Andy and Bob, I like Andy and Bob.
They're always grumpy. I don't think Andy and Bob have been grumpy.
I don't know, but I'm hoping this will. And we're on the yellow, 70 laps in of 76. So I got a fun fact for you, Tom. We were talking about this under the break, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that my good segue here. I think it's all kind of tore up, but a fun fact for the Full Velocity Racing Network. When is the last time Phil won a championship racing? And what was my sponsor? Because my sponsor is out there tonight. Nobody knows.
No, it's been quiet. That box not rolling with any answers. Oh yeah, you gotta go.
I asked you and Jack. The only two who usually answer me.
No, we're waiting for the chat box to answer. We thought that was gonna be a good clue for them.
I don't. Oh, we'll wait a lap here and see if anybody can remember.
You never won a championship, and if you did, it would have to be like LASIK eye surgery sponsor or something.
Woo. Well, It wasn't LASIK. And yes, I've won championships. 4 of them. 4 of them back when I actually knew how to do what, before they made me start talking and I got to do things like race. It was back, and I believe it was 2013, which is now a long time ago. Phil, you really suck. It was at a league that I think will remember fondly, which would be the Dino Racing League. Think Todd remembers them. Oh, okay.
Dino Racing League?
Dino Racing League. That was my last championship, was to go back in time long enough.
I don't know if I remember those years anymore.
It's a long time ago.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I remember
say-
some of them. I got kicked out.
Who was the sponsor?
Sponsor? My Dodge Challenger number 48, Viagra. That was stiff competition that year. Seems like I've gone soft in my older years.
I get it. The sponsor is out there or was out there, Phil?
Yeah. Well, Sean Reap predicted it. Sean Reap said Viagra. Sean wins. Sean gets the prize. Congratulations, Sean.
What are you giving him, Phil?
Viagra.
My next 5 broadcasts. No? Yeah? Think he can handle them all?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. We'll figure out. Maybe one day I can make enough doing this that we can send Sean a T-shirt. But yeah, he nailed it. It was pretty good. It was 100% a guess, but he got it. Self-administered pat on the back. Yeah, that could work. I mean, that's kind of we endorse that. That self-love of making sure job well done. We're good on that one. So.
Phil, that's sexual harassment. Have you took the new sexual harassment courses?
On myself?
Somebody could be offended.
Are we suitable for children?
You can't pat people on the back anymore. No, not allowed.
What has happened to this world?
You should see the new classes you have to take. An hour and a half long is what mine was.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have nothing.
That was covered.
You can identify whatever you want.
It was self-administered. But I'm offended.
All right, who's winning this race? Let's look up front. Who picked Denny Daniels? Todd, you picked Denny.
Yep.
I pick
did.
of Ricky Johnson's right behind.
And
Jack's pick of Brian Voiles is back in 12th. So that... Well, who wasn't in that wreck? Billy Ellis's back there trying to figure out if his old Singular Bell South phone still works. So I'm not sure that's still going to happen. No, I don't got nothing insightful. I have nothing knowledgeable. I have no information. I do know this race is 72 laps in, and we have started this event 1 hour and 45 minutes ago. We have taken 73 laps at Talladega in a game that is going to be 17 years old, and you almost can run around this entire track without lifting. So we made it to go back to some studying. And Jack charters us by the hour, so pretty soon he may turn the controls over to Gomer. So we got to get this thing done, Todd. The good news is no green-white checkers here in NR 2003. That was kind of a time of guesser year. Next flag will end it, except it'll probably be green. So
yeah, let's make it green.
You never know in these times today where man, woman, or toaster is kind of in question. Green may mean stop. I haven't figured out if it's stop in the name of love or stop, collaborate, and listen, or... Ooh. We can go there, too. That's right, and they reconvened here. They're coming out on tour. I'm looking forward to that, but... Well, let's discuss racing here. That's what we're doing out here. We're doing a lot of pacing. I want to congratulate the pace truck driver for leading tonight's most laps here at Talladega. As we're going to resume what we hope is the conclusion of this thing is 73 now, call 74 laps next time around. Denny Daniels is going to lead Aussie Bill, Ricky J, Magoo, Jeffrey Goodpaster running in 5th. Look back in 6th, we find Andrew Lemke. Brain Fade is 7th. Monty Keller is 8th. Silver Bullet and Chevy Chase going to run out our top 10. And for the final time, we hope tonight the pace truck is wandering itself out of the pit lane, meandering like kind of like my voice is right now. And we're about 300 yards away from potentially. I hope they're not gonna throw a different flag other than green, are they? Green, it's green. And they're going. They listen.
And they're bumping down the front straightaway already. So 37 of Denny Daniels and the number 021 of Aussie Bill out there trying to battle out, duke it out for the top spot. They got the 93 of Ricky Johnson really pushing Denny Daniels, but Johnson now trying to move up to the outside. He doesn't want to finish second. He wants to win this darn thing. And look at Magoo, too. Magoo making some moves.
Magoo is making some moves. He looked high. He looked low. I think a good idea right now is get behind the 021 truck of Aussie Bill. I think that's what Jeff Goodpaster did. He's trying to make moves on the outside, but off of turn number 4, it is all Denny Daniels who's going to love what he's seeing behind him. Let them all race back there. I'll take the prize. Oh, are we getting 2 to go this time around?
Not going to be 2 to go this time around, but he don't want to get out too far. He's about a truck length and a half above, or well, I should say in front of the 93 of Ricky Johnson and BSR Magoo. Magoo right now pushing Johnson right now and propelling him there to that second spot. Let's see what they do here. It looks like they're going to go all high and leave Denny Daniels all by his lonesome down to the bottom, except for Jeffrey Goodpaster jumps out of line. Nope. We have another guy jumping down there, number 12 machine. He makes it 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Lemke makes it 3 wide. Denny in the middle. Magoo up high. That may be a big move that works. Ricky Johnson is going to lead the field off turn number 4. We're going to have one more trip around as we make our way through the trial. A couple of guys may have made their bed, but the action's not done yet. Ricky Johnson leads. Maybe not at the white. Here comes Denny back to the outside.
Yeah, now the next flag should end it. White flag out in the air. Denny Daniels now up alongside of Ricky Johnson. Hopefully these guys will be able to keep it straight here as they enter the back straightaway. Nice side-by-side battle there for the top spot. Not a lot of help up top.
Not at all. They're door to door down the back straightaway. Maybe a little bit of bump there for the low side. Denny's got the position. He's got that lane up top. He may have to throw the block on Ricky J. Down to turn number 3 and 4. Denny going to slam the door. Here comes Aussie Bill. Drag race starts at number 4. Todd, take us to the flag.
Yeah, off of turn number 4, Denny Daniels leads it by a truck length and a half. Here comes Ricky Johnson. Johnson trying to get the last-ditch effort there. Low contact back there. Around goes a couple of trucks, but taking down the victory, Denny Daniels in the 37.
Denny Daniels will pick up tonight's win for the Hangover 200. The plaque and the $50 prize goes to the driver of truck number 37. Rebound. Ricky Johnson taking down second. Andrew Lemke with a great run. The 12 truck will get third. Fourth for Aussie Bill. Silver Bullet with a top 5. Jeffrey Goodpaster will finish up 6th. 7th for Chevy Chase. Magoo will finish 8th. Brian Voiles 9th. Ryan Johnson bring the 59 home with a top 10. 11th for Monty Keller. Brain Fade will finish 12th. Nelly 13th. Lee Dog 14th. Billy Ellis rounding out the top 15. Manny Diaz out of this race will be 16th. Pantelica 17th. Jeff Habick 18th. DJ Champ 19th. BSR Steven will finish up 20th. Jimmy Dale will finish 21st. Pete Sindone 22nd. John Forgione 23rd. And Brian Wolf running out a 24 truck field from a Talladega Super Speedway. We're going to screen out for the post-race show presented by BladeNo.com, where we'll talk the top 3, including the big winner, Denny Daniels, here live next on your source for esports racing. All right, back here live and your source for esports racing, the post-race show brought to you by our friends at BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off your first monthly or yearly subscription there by checking them out. Once again, that's BladeNode.com. We'll talk to Denny Daniels. He'll be in victory lane with Todd, but we'll jump down here to pit lane and we'll catch up. Let's see, we got second and third. Let's go find the 12 truck of Andrew Lemke. This is a guy we've raced with quite a bit here the last couple of months. So let's see if we can't screen out the driver of the number 12. Let's see. There, that button there. Let's try that one. Andrew Lemke, all right, buddy. Third place run tonight here in Talladega, man. He had a good run there in the last lap. Was maybe a lap too early, but for a little while there, I thought you may have had the catbird seat due to the wind, man. Awesome run. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so it kind of started 20 laps before that. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna slap on some more tape. I mean, it's not a points race. I'm not gonna worry about it. Try to not let it blow up, and it kept running fine. And I just kind of tried to avoid the wrecks best I could. And one of them, we were forced kind of 3 wide, and I'm like trying to wheel it and keep it from getting into someone. I think I may have lightly tapped someone to the right of me, and that caused a wreck. And I mean, that I feel like that's more of a racing deal than anything, but it still sucks to have it happen. But yeah, that last couple of laps, I was just like shaking, trying to focus every little bit I could and get through the gears right, push as much as I could without killing the guy in front. And if I would have made that move maybe a lap later, it may have turned out differently. I just didn't get a strong enough of a run going down the backstretch to really make it work.
I tell you what, Talladega is a game where you're going to play the draft, and it's usually a lot of a mental game as much as anything else. But, I mean, we're 2 hours in here. It's been a long race. It's been a marathon, a lot of wrecked trucks, a lot of pace laps. How hard is it to keep your focus after enduring a challenge out there? I mean, that was a long show.
Oh yeah, for sure. There was multiple times where something would happen. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna park it. There's no way I'm gonna catch back up. Or I'd go a lap down, or all of a sudden my pedals aren't quite working right because something fell into the base of them and was catching the throttle, and I couldn't go full throttle at times. And then cautions came out, and I could fix whatever. And those caution flags, those caution laps were 2 minutes a lap, and 3 laps. It does get tiring, and you do want to quit, but something in my head told me to keep going, and so I did.
Well, Lemke, you did good, my friend, and I think the first time we've talked to you here live on Full Velocity. It's been quite a while. So as we normally do, we're our top 3 finishers. I'm going to give you the microphone one more time. If there's anybody out there watching that you would like to say hello to or thank, or families or friends or sponsors, whoever, we are live, Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV, man. So take the floor away and give everybody out there watching a shout.
Yeah, so first shout out is going to go to one of a sort of sponsor. I mean, it's not like an actual sponsored deal, but it's a late model team that runs down Hickory, who I'm kind of I'm a big fan of. It's Black Acid Racing and Apparel. Check them out if you want. Great people. They have a cool story, and they're really cool and honest and everything. And then kind of would like to thank Ricky Johnson. He's helped me learn a lot of things about racing in general and wheel settings, et cetera, and all my other friends who also helped me out with this stuff, because without those people, I'd be a lot slower.
A lot of people make these cars go fast. That's a guy here we'll keep an eye on for sure in 2020. Andrew Lemke finishing up third tonight here at Talladega Superspeedway, buddy. Congratulations, man. Let's do this again.
Yep. Thank you, and have a great one.
You too, man. We'll definitely catch this guy for sure. As on the airways, we raced with this guy quite a bit as well, so we'll let him get back to it. We'll take a little bit.
User was moved out of your channel.
Here is. We'll get to the driver of the 193. And, of course, that is Ricky Johnson as we bring Ricky to the conversation. Buddy, a second-place run. The only problem is you were my pick to win. You sold the short, man, for a lap. Too much too soon, went too late. I thought you had the truck to do it.
It seems like every time you pick me, Phil, you end up jinxing me because I know you picked me for FTF at Talladega a few years ago, and I did not win either. So,
wide fenders.
wide fenders. Yeah, it just kind of played. The cards didn't play quite in my favor. I know I haven't super speed raced in a while, making excuses, and at the open setup factor, racing in super speedways and all that, it's all about taking chance. And I didn't tape up, but I'm 99% sure most of my opponents did, and they took that chance. And and because they took that chance, it's a risk versus reward situation, and they got the reward. I didn't want to, cause a wreck or anything, trying to block anybody. So we had a fun time there at the end.
I'll tell you what, for a guy who sits in this chair who has called hundreds of these restrictor plate races now, usually get into a rhythm. We get into a rhythm. You guys as drivers get into the rhythm. You log some laps. We wrecked a lot of trucks here tonight. We ran a lot of laps that are yellow. How hard is it to get into a rhythm and be consistent and stay on the top of your game here for what was a 2-hour marathon?
It just takes patience and just keeping your head calm and just trying your best to stay out of trouble and get through it and push onward and just try your best to put yourself in the right spot at the end regardless of what happens. I was involved in an incident or two earlier and I got pretty lucky. I didn't get beat up too bad. I was able to fix damage and we just kept on trucking, going back and forth.
Brother, you did it again. You get a top 3 run, a second here tonight. I bet for sure not the only time we're going to talk to you here in 2020, man, but for the first time here this year, I'm going to give you the mic one more time. I think you remember how this bit works. I don't think too much has changed. Give the good folks all a shout out there.
Shout out to everyone at BSR for putting on a good show. Brian and Kathy Voiles, they do such a great job. They've, done a lot for me, and I'm privileged to sponsor their truck. And we have a lot of fun over here, and I just want to thank all the guys for coming out and helping us have fun. And we hope they continue to have fun and as we go forward on a new year. And everyone that's going to be involved in that, I thank you, and I look forward to having some more fun this year.
Absolutely right. We're going to have a lot of it too. We'll see a lot of this guy, good buddy of ours, Ricky Johnson, in car number 193. He'll bring it home second here tonight. It's not a car, it's a truck. I guess, Phil, have another one. We're doing shots every time I mess that up, but I'm going to let Ricky go, and I'm going to throw this thing down to Blano.com Victory Lane, who I think we've got Todd on the call down there, and I think Todd is caught up. As long as Gomer hasn't invaded, I believe he has Denny Daniels down there in Victory Lane.
Yeah, I got to first thank Sam Perry for the 2,000 stars here at the end of the stream here. Thank you, Sam, again. But Denny Daniels, Denny, man, I picked you to win. I thought you were going to rebound and be able to win here tonight. You did so. You proved me right again. You made me look really good here at the end of this one. But Denny, a great race. Tell us what was going through your head there on that very last restart.
Well, the first thing that went through my head was I got out too far, and then I looked up, and here comes 4 or 5 trucks on that coming on the high side off of 2 going down the backstretch, and I'm going to get freight trained here, and sure enough, there they went. But I just stayed in it, and luckily, I don't know how that worked out, but I just got up to the top, and I don't know, this truck just went right straight back to the front, and I don't know. It was good in the pack, but it was better when it got out front. But I was telling Ricky that I think it got out. I got out too far, so I just lucky it came back to me on the outside there.
Yeah, definitely a good run for you though, Denny. In that last portion of that event, able to maneuver where we needed to in that number 37 machine, man. It was a great race to watch, and like you said, you made me look really good over Phil. Phil picked Ricky, who finished second to you, but man, that was a great race and great to see you back down here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to Victory Lane, and I think this is my first ever win on one of these big televised races. I think it's the first time I've ever won one like that. But yeah, we had a good truck. I was just hoping I had a bad pit stall. Blew up in qualifying on the side, and I think I could have been second or third, but blew up on my before I got my last lap in, and that put me back in the mid pack. And coming off pit road there, I got lucky 3 or 4 times coming out of pit road. I'm done with my pit. I'm coming out, and there's still trucks coming down pit road, and I almost got collected 2 or 3 times doing that. But luckily, I made it through it.
Yeah, making it through and bringing down the win here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Glad to hear it was one of your first win, at least on a televised show. That's awesome there, Danny, to hear. But I'll give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. You can think whoever you'd like to think here tonight.
Yeah, I want to first and foremost thank my wife for letting me do this, and then of course thank Brian and Magoo and all the BSLR guys for putting this on, and you guys for sure for putting on an awesome broadcast. This is what I like to do, and I'm just happy that we could get to victory lane today.
All right, again, congratulations, Denny Daniels, on picking up the big W here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network, and hopefully we'll see more to come here soon there, Denny.
Yes, sir. We'll be around. Thank you.
All right, the driver of the number 37, Denny Daniels, taking down the victory here tonight to Talladega Super Speedway. Phil, what a fantastic time for him, and $50 going to him, and a plaque. A great rebound for that driver of that number 37 machine. Man, that's it from victory lane, but I'm going to see if I can go find a party.
Well, there's always one to be had at Talladega, and I'm sure there'll be a drinks a-flowing. I don't know if I need any more. Liver's saying, please, man, stop. But we're going to go for one more try here, I think, yet. But got to thank you guys for all playing along tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Thank the great sponsors that make the great portfolio out here in 2020. We'll talk a lot about them over these months and the year that'll go on. Thanks to Hard Motorsports and iRacing, iFlag, and Boyles Trucking. Got to thank Kathy and Brian. Of course, they bring us over here to BSRL. They do a lot for us so out of this place as well. Got to also thank J-Max Journey, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving. Also, BladeNo.com, the South Texas Speedway, Milner Media and Design. Of course, going to mention with TDR Racing League, Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, JP Designs, the Pit Pass, and also Cyber Thunder Racing League. Thanks to all of you for playing along. We'll see you back here next time. For Jack, for Todd, I'm Phil. Happy New Year, everybody. Good night from the Talladega Super Speedway.
Good night.